In the meantime,
you're not crystal clear, but to me you're crystal clear.
I mean, all I said was, let's stop talking about W1IT, and he goes on for another hour.
What a bunch of little...
What the hell is that? What the hell? Am I going crazy here?
my hero.
Hey, Stan, am I going crazy, or are you completely nuts? All I said was, let's stop rehashing it. You were done with the QSO with the guy. It was over. I was being nice. I was asking you if you could just stop talking about it, because I like you, okay?
Mario, let's put it this way. I think you ought to like I can't change your mind at all, but I think you ought to like the things I have to say. Just look at the lack of logic. Somebody comes on and asks about W1IT. It's my fault because I'm discussing W1IT. Then you come on talking about W1IT. It's my fault. And not yours, because you're the one that brought it up. So I'm not supposed to bring W1IT up when you and other parties brought it up. Okay, in the meantime, what advice am I giving you both? I gave Duke the same advice that I've given yourself is, don't be so obsessed about it. Then what do? Bring back
my hero.
Talking more about W1IT, about how he occupies the frequency and dominates it, and your group has no room. Your group has been on here for 2 hours at a time. Okay, just like his. He has as much right. He could stay there all day, or you could stay there all day. So why is it that you're not really fighting for the real fact that everybody has a right to use the frequency and not be interfered with? Okay, and W1IT has a right for. I can't stand the guy myself. Okay, but he has every right to say what he wants to say as long as he doesn't violate the law. And I have a duty to defend his rights. When people want to drive him off the air like you do, you're basically said in as much as I have a right to be there, but he doesn't. But the FCC Part 97 does not give you any leeway.
He doesn't listen.
It says as long as he's there,
he can always talk. He doesn't listen. He's just like him.
It's yours.
Yeah, you're right.
So why wouldn't you give him the same rights to him? And who's the one stirring things up by bringing, basically coming into the QSO and talking about...
I know, and he hasn't given a call sign in 10 minutes.
Returning my CQ call had nothing to do with W1IT. And he had questions about...
KC2ZGW, by the way, again.
And I said, let it go. The FCC has dealt with him. And we're going to defend his rights, W1IT, as much as our own, or we'll lose our own. Your net's right to be on there all day, according to the FCC, if it wants to, with no interference. Okay, as much as W1IT to be there all day or part of a day. And, okay, for you guys to go somewhere else when he's there, and you're clamoring and complaining here on the radio. I've got you on...
I don't hear anybody clamoring and complaining.
I've got you on recording here of complaining because you couldn't get on the air. Well, you've been on the air as long as you have.
Recording in your butt. I don't care.
So all you have to do is be there first. What do you mean, who cares? All you have to do is be there first.
I don't care about the recording. I don't care.
And then you've got the frequency.
I said, stop hashing him up again. The guy was done. To get over it. Other people thought. The difference between you and me is I share the frequency. You do not. You just keep blah, 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 blah.
Mario is my hero. You want to share the frequency. You just said you're angry because W1IT
I didn't say anything. I said stop rehashing it. That's all I said.
Radio check.
You want to be there because he...
Yeah, go ahead, radio check.
Okay, well...
He doesn't interfere with me. I can care less.
So what is your argument? It's just absolutely irrational. It's not... doesn't even make any sense.
What doesn't make any sense? That I don't want to talk about the guy?
What do you mean you came on here talking about it?
I came in here to help you stop talking about it. You're obsessed with the guy.
You are absolutely off your rocker. Okay, we're talking about...
Got him going now.
Between K2ZGW and myself?
I don't think it is.
What was that about? That was about exactly... Leave W1IT alone.
What a waste of a frequency and time.
It's unbelievable. All I said, but talking about it doesn't help things. It doesn't help me.
Well, why don't you leave him alone? Because you're here demanding on my recording this morning that he not be on the frequency.
Oh, his recording.
Okay, so you're stirring things up right on this very frequency. Okay, for a right that the FCC gives him and also gives yourself. Well, why won't you defend his rights?
Why don't y'all discuss this over the telephone?
Again, you keep saying that all day.
Their wives won't let them use the telephone.
Okay, I have a couple days.
Call each other.
To get on the radio. Okay, I'm not in here all the time. I don't want to dominate the frequency. I'm not even running out of juice.
You're dominating
And the difference between me and you and him is I share the frequency. I share it.
It's the Twilight Zone.
Mario, you said you share the frequency. Now, I've got recordings on here.
Call each other on the
I'm
phone.
going to grab him.
W1IT being off the air within 1 hour and a half. He used to go on for 5-6 hours here. Okay, and so you're now talking about W1IT. He's saying don't talk about it.
Oh my God!
Just let it go. Okay, you're saying that out of one side of your mouth, and the other side of your mouth is, well, he's always dominating the frequency, and I can never get on. Okay, well, every morning he says I'm going to be leaving the frequency, and he has consistently just about that time, and may have availed for any other
Good
net.
idea. When he gets done
If
talking,
you
say
remember
nothing.
the time that he was there on your day off,
I'm
you
in.
say I don't get off very often.
I'm in.
All you have to do on that day, is just be there a little bit before he is. Okay, and take the frequency. Okay, and be content with it. Okay, but so you're the one who came on here talking about W1IT, and so did the other
Liar.
And I have the same exact advice to both of you.
Liar.
Okay, but you won't let him. You're the one who.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
Going right back and saying
Sounds like a bunch of ass.
Liar. He's a liar. All I said, stop talking about the guy. Let's talk about something else. No, he had another
in the
hour.
morning like a normal QSO or net or anything else would be. Okay, in the mornings. He did give his call sign out. I've got him. I've got 11 consecutive recordings here that got
blah,
and there's not one case that I could find where he's ever gone over 10 minutes, unless it was down in the noise where in a period he couldn't be copied anyway. So and I'm not out to defend W1IT. I'm a guy who turned him in to the FCC, which okay. And
A lot of good that did.
When to listen to him, listen to how he was refusing to ID his call, and all of that.
Ain't got nothing better to do but turn people in.
So anyway, but in the meantime, I have your rights to be there need to be defended, and your rights are not defended unless you defend his too. Because that's what the point I want to get across. I'm ending it at that. It's futility.
These are the days of our lives.
Your point defies all common logic. Mario, there's an emotional bias you have in there. I think you ought to ask yourself the question, who's the one all upset about W1IT? You are, by the evidence, right on my recordings. And that evidence is that you
Oh my God, get a life and stop recording.
be able to get on the radio when you had plenty of time to get on the radio, Mario, and stay on it. Okay? So then you're
I love Mario.
his rights at the expense of yours, and you ought to defend his rights so you can have yours. That's all I'm saying. 7-3, Mario,
I think he needs a woman.
I like you there, Mario.
Maybe he needs Mario. Hey,
Maybe.
come on. That's ID, guys.
KD8IUU.
Yeah, KC2ZGW. I had the ID twice in this conversation while you were talking, just to stay safe in case I don't get recorded. Record me. I really don't care. That whole thing is silly. We never have a problem like that here, usually. And the one day I'm going to sit down, I finally get a day off of work, I sit down, I hear him on there, okay, I go do my own thing, I come back, he's finally gone, and I hear an hour of this again. So that's all I was saying. I don't know how you got everything you just told me out of the simple quote, let's stop rehashing him all day, now let's talk about something else. That's what I was getting at. Apparently you didn't understand me.
Oh, I did understand you, Mario. My recording shows that you had 15 minutes before I put a CQ call off from the time that
Please, somebody cut his coax.
Davis left the frequency. Okay, from the time he left, he had 15 minutes, and then I put a CQ call out, and I got a call back from Duke, KC2ZGW, asking me, okay, those questions.
I was here, I know.
So Now you have...
I hope he never goes to prison and turns somebody
I keep
in.
repeating it. I was here. I heard the whole thing. I know you called him. I could hear him, and then I couldn't hear him again. Then I could hear him again. I know these things. Why you keep... It's like you're a broken record. I was here. I was listening.
But you're missing the point. You're not taking it to the point that you brought up.
There is no point.
You don't have a point. You're like a candy taffy doll that pulls its own string.
Memory loss. Okay, which is no memory loss at all.
Catty Cathy. Sorry. Can't remember the name.
Okay, Mario, the point here is that you are complaining.
It's not about me.
That W1IT was there. You had 15 minutes and you could have been there, Mario.
I didn't want to be there when he's there. Don't you understand? When he's there, I'm not around. I turned to VFO. I'm not stuck here. I came on because I thought maybe that you want to talk. Normal. Not just rant and rave for an hour.
Now look at the...
I'm sure there's other countries laughing right now.
Perfectly normal. And this is the same slander that kind of W1IT does. You're a black kettle, blackening the teapot yourself, okay, and over this question, okay, and you won't give W1IT the same privilege for the slander that he does, because you're now slandering me. At least you're doing it to my face, Mario. That's good. Okay, that's great. Okay, but you're putting me in as a mischaracter for carrying on a QSO at a station. It's the same QSO command, the rights that you have that you're saying you're not getting because I'm there talking on the radio. Come 15 minutes after W1IT left, well, you could have been there, and having your QSO without me being involved at all. Okay, you had that opportunity, but you didn't want to take that opportunity. You didn't want to take the opportunity afterwards. You wanted to talk about W1IT.
That man's my architect.
Okay, and now you want to lambaste me. Okay, so, and basically you're using a half-truth to slander me because I was on the frequency, but you ignored the very opportunities you said you were missing. You ignored. That's hypocrisy. You don't even know it. Okay, that's the hypocrisy of your just really wicked human heart. The whole human race, my friend. Okay. Where you demand that he not be on the frequency so that you can use it. At the same time, what do you demand? And then you change the subject. You move it on to, well, I just wanted to have a QSO. And I generalize it. Okay, so no, it's not that what you on my recording brought up as the issue. Your complaint is W1IT is there and doesn't give you a chance. He did. He gave it to you for 15 minutes this morning. Okay, I wasn't there for 15 minutes. Nobody was. You could have come in. You could have come and said, Stan, I'd like to have the frequency. Could you go somewhere else so that I can bring my net up here? And I would have gladly done it. You wanted to bring your net together on this frequency, Mario. Once you jumped in. Fellas, had you had enough? Can we have this frequency? I would have gladly jumped out of there, and I think Duke would too. He was leaving anyway. So, but no, did you do that? No, you just want to sit here and slander me by something that is proved to be a slander because it's not a fact. Okay? That's more demonstrated by the opportunities you had that you avoided. Okay? You do the very thing you said to get the very privilege to use the radio that I deprived you of. You're saying I deprived you, like W1IT deprived you of the use of the frequency this morning. Okay? That's what you're saying. At least you have the courage to say it to my face. Thank you. Okay, and don't take me facetiously. Okay. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, anyway, no, I wouldn't have been there if you just popped in and said, hey, we would like to have a regular net here today. Could you help us out? Okay, but no, does that happen? It didn't. So it shows what your real motive was. It was to lambaste me with a slander that is a slander of the very thing you do yourself. Okay? Do you do yourself?
Yeah, please.
W1IT does. Okay, do you do? Okay? So all you have to do is pop in and say, could we use the frequency? And W1IT could deny it, I could give it to you. Okay? Or he could give it to you. He won't, but I would. KD8IUU.
KC2ZGW. I don't talk to him. I don't think you understand me. I don't know how to get through to you. If I hear him, I'm not here, and I don't care if I'm not here. I don't want you off the frequency. I came to talk to you, but I didn't come to hear you slather on for a half hour, what has been a half hour now, about that. I was trying to avoid this whole thing, but it didn't go my way.
Well, Mario, just look. I can replay the recording back here. I'll replay it tomorrow over the air if you want me to. Okay, if you're right here. Okay, what did you want to talk about? You wanted to talk about W1IT making the frequency unavailable for you because it was your day off and you didn't get a chance to use the radio. Okay, when he had a right to be there. Okay, like you would have had a right if you were already there.
Listen, he interferes with me when I get on. I do not do the same to him. That's the difference. Get that through your head.
No, Mario, I've got you on recording. You didn't intentionally interfere, but you did. He's done intentional interference, but he has not done intentional interference of any kind that I have heard. He's done tons of it. Okay, I got 70 recordings here of him doing willful interference on multiple frequencies, on multiple stations, including my own. Okay, but he has not done any since he's been cited by the FCC that I have any knowledge of. Okay, and I'd be looking for it.
Well, he's done it to me, and he's done it to my friends.
Good God, the horse is dead.
Yeah, now,
and he does it to everybody he comes across. If he knows people,
you're so right.
He bullies people around, and I don't like it, so I don't talk to him anymore, period. I don't know what else to say about that. I think it's pretty clear.
What's clear to you is that W1IT is using the fruit. You're not stating it this way. You're misstating what's clear. What's clear is he's using the frequency according to the FCC's law for his rightful what time he used to use it, and you're objecting to it.
No, I'm not. I am not objecting to it. What are you talking about? When did I object to him using the frequency? I just said I wouldn't be on the frequency. Me. I'm only in control of myself.
You brought up W1IT as a subject of conversation. I just want to talk to you. And I didn't bring up W1IT. You did.
I wanted to not stop talking about him and talk about something else.
Obsession with W1IT.
And of course he said, you should have just said no. I'm not done talking about it. And I would have left.
His radio properly, even though you can, his mouth is not running in the right direction. We agree? Okay, but the FCC has no...
If you would have just said, no, I'm not done talking about him, I would have left. You understand? I didn't know it was going to get like this.
Comment.
Okay, as long as it doesn't take the knife in hand and violate the law.
We're not letting anybody in because he's not done yet.
Can I get in here for just about 3 seconds?
You're referring to me or you're saying to me, I won't let any in because I'm not done yet. I'm done. You've got very deaf ears intentionally closed, Mario, to hear the facts that are even on the recording. You're the one who said don't talk about W1IT when you came on frequency. So
Please, God, make it go away.
W1IT is a subject matter. You said we shouldn't be discussing it. We should be talking about other things. And you're the one who came on here talking to me about it in the middle of the
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, and all you had to do was avoid that subject and not...
and it keeps going and going.
Analytic, from a logical point of view, this falls in the category of hypocrisy. Okay, and I don't think you're doing it intentionally, Mary.
And the only reason why you're here, Stan, is because your buddies are here and you have an audience. Otherwise, you'd be somewhere else. So let's get that out of the way right away. And I'm not on the radio all day, and I didn't want to get on the radio today when I heard him. And you're full of crap. You're making all this up. I don't care what recordings you have. All I said was one thing. Let's stop talking about it. Let's talk about something else. No.
No, you didn't. When we came on the frequency, that is not what you said.
That's exactly what I said. I said, I gave you even a description because you didn't understand me the first time. You get a polished on, you keep starting around, it smells worse. Leave it alone. That's all I said. That's it. And no, I don't know where you got, what horse you got off today, man. You got shot right out of a cannon this morning. Anyway, I'm going to listen out. There's a ton of people that want to say hi to you, I think. They all want to talk to you, Stan. KC2ZGW, I'm clear.
KC2ZGW, Mario.
Anybody want to have a normal conversation, go up 3 or something.
Yeah, Mario, listen to this. You don't even realize what you're doing, Mario. You're denying the right to talk about what you want, okay? And you're denying the right for me to talk about what I want. I didn't even want to talk about 1IT. I was talking about W1IT this morning. Okay? Anyway, myself, I didn't want to, but somebody else asked me to. And now you're saying that I don't have the right, you're dictating to me what you want, that your will be done. But the FCC says each of us can have our will as long as we don't interfere with one another. Okay? And so what, you know, you can tell me I would rather prefer to talk about something else, Stan. That's fine. And I would talk to you about something else, but that's not what you did here this morning. You came in talking about why we were talking about W1IT and shouldn't.
Go down 3. Go down 3.
Okay. You guys sit that down 3. 73 all. Have a good time. You enjoy yourself, Stan.
Okay, anyway, Mario, you got to follow the logic of the situation. I think you need to put your thinking cap on as a friend, KD8IUU.